idea of what we do is we're only going to do the RentJuice case. We'll stop their broadcast. I'll send the link out, and then I'll go create a whole new link for the next one.
Okay.
And send it back out. Okay. So we don't have a 2-hour-long video.
My brother and the Becker might like that. That's what I've been doing. He probably doesn't like it, but
he doesn't watch them. So the first question is, we have to vote individually, but should David Vivero raise money now? Yes or no? If yes, what should he do with the money? And if no, why not?
So do you guys just all take turns responding?
Whoever wants to go first. Not me.
For me, I think that they shouldn't raise money right now. Their focus needs to be on their competitor. And originally in the plan, it was a goal to reach out to landlords and individuals and have that target market, but he hadn't gotten around to it. So I think it might be just continually pushed back until it's too late. So I think he needs to continue.
Well, he's got to raise. Sorry, go ahead.
They have enough money for like 8 more months, so they can get the real live, I think is what it's called, going, and then, you know, as they're out of money, like the last 2 months, they can raise their money.
But at the same time, it doesn't seem like they have much of a marketing or advertising system going for them. From what I got out of it, it's just word of mouth or something like that. And so if they raise the money now, they need to use what money they do have currently to advertise for it. And I think the money that they raise then would help them produce more after that.
That makes a lot more sense. I didn't think about advertising. But
well, where are they at sales wise? Are they at like 10 grand a month is all?
Yeah, they're going under.
I mean, yeah, that's my biggest. Sorry, like my background is sales, and I've always done sales jobs, and I'm like, why would you? I mean, the main focus of a business is to make money, and they're not. I mean, I'm sorry, it's crazy. They're not making any money. 10 grand a month is, I mean, that's nothing for you know what their market is and everything. So they got to figure out the sales side of things, I think, before they take anyone else's money, because they're just burning through capital like crazy.
Yeah. So Jorge says they shouldn't do the money now. You know, like the same argument you had. You know, they've got 8 months of funding, and he hadn't planned to raise the funds. So I mean, I agree with that. He didn't have a plan, so he'd have to have a plan to do it. But Jorge also says that the priority right now is R&D for real time, and raising a new round is always a big distraction that lasts literally forever.
Yeah. All that takes months. You guys why that takes months of time and effort?
Sorry, what was the question? Are you asking why it takes that much time?
Yeah, to get another round of investment money.
Because it's like a whole like dating process thing. You have to like kind of like meet them, introduce them, and you have to like, it's like a continual thing. Like you have to keep meeting with them and try and like kind of butter them up to get their money. Like it's not a loan thing where you go to the bank, you apply and you get it. Like it takes a lot of time.
It's like a sales process. You're selling investors on your business.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a home loan or, you know, whatever. But I think another reason that they need to hold off is because if they went and did it now, I don't think their company valuation would be very good at all. And why is that? Because their sales suck so bad. So if they want to have a better valuation, they gotta increase sales pronto.
So what if they did this? What if they began raising the money now, like in the development of creating a plan to raise the money, and the money that they do have, they put into their marketing advertising so that they could increase their sales. And by the time that, they're spent on that, they then have that plan to where investors go, oh, hey, I like where this is going, and start forking over the money. Would that be bad to say?
I think that's biting off more than you can chew.
That's the thing, though. It is a lot.
Okay, I refer to Shark Tank, right? So when you go in there and they're like, oh, well, we're pre-sales. Mr. Wonderful is always, show me the money. Where are your sales? And so, I just think it's a lot of wasted time to try to court new investors because they're going to want to know your sales numbers. And if your sales suck, then you're like, oh, but we're working on this. They're like, no, get out of here. We don't want to talk to you until, you've proven your model. So I think it's a lot of wasted effort until their sales are figured out.
Yeah, I think you're so right, because it was like his first mentor told him, or investor was like, you need to go figure this out without any money and get going and then come back to me and prove it,
Exactly.
Yeah. Stupid Shark Tank. Every single week without fail, dude. So why do customers care about customer lifetime value, or CLV, the customer acquisition cost, and sales conversion data?
Well, because all those things feed into what your return on your investment is. If you could say, all right, it costs $1 or it costs, I don't know, $50 for a new customer, but the lifetime value of that customer is $300, because you could put that stuff into a formula and just say, hey, we've got this figured out, we've proven it. Now we just need this money, to grow the business. Does that make sense? So if it's that proven formula, you've already shown that you could scale the business.
Yeah, they need to. You need a sales model and you need a customer lifetime value. You need to know those things. If not, I don't think that you would be going very far, figuring out your revenue and your like Ryan said, what's your name? You need to figure out your return on investment and the growth of the company. Really important. The other case as well talks about return on investment and basically is doing the same thing, like customer lifetime value and how much the company will continue to grow based on their annual costs and the subscription costs.
In the words of Donald Trump, customer lifetime value is huge.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ryan, you quote the most interesting things at the most interesting time. I love it.
Hey, we need to have fun. I am so burned out on school right now. I so want to be done, but let's have some fun. Let's have some brevity.
That's true.
Into that.
I'm the comedic relief here.
I think if you think about it, like think about all the products that you love and that you'll never leave. Like for me, it's Apple products. I love Apple products. Like,
Amen.
We have Apple TV, we have Apple computers, we have Apple phones, and like anything that they come out with, we're gonna buy. Like, so they have us as a customer for life, basically. So, I mean,
until they screw something up.
Apple Buds, you getting the wireless earbuds?
Oh, I haven't done those yet. I'm kind of scared. I'm scared to lose them. Not me per se. My husband loses just regular earbuds all the time. So ones that don't even have wires, it's going to be crazy. So anyways, just if you think about that, like you want the customer to stay with you forever, and you will always have revenue if you get those customers with you forever. And I think the real estate market is a big crazy mess, and this was a great idea. I don't know, is it an actual company still? I can even look it up.
I have no idea. I never look them up.
I looked
So
up
that kind of plays into the next question. It says, what is the customer lifetime value of a RentJuice customer? What would they do to keep people coming back, or if they release something new to keep them as a liable customer?
I think referrals is a big thing, you know, especially with trying to find an apartment or something, you know, like you want to kind of go through people, you know, to get in a good area or a good landlord or whatever else.
So it says it wants us to calculate the CLV as well. Did anyone do that?
I think I did, but I didn't know the numbers. Let's see. There was a link. I'm going to
So
copy
I've
it.
got the numbers right here.
Okay.
Let me, gosh, where's my page? Let me share my screen. Oh, is that the link you found? Oh, crap. What did I do? I don't know what I did.
While you guys are looking that up, I just Googled RentJuice and it looks like they sold to Zillow in June of 2012 for $40 million.
Okay, so they did do well, and then they sold to Zillow. Which Zillow is doing really well, but it doesn't help the realtors in the market because my sister is a realtor and she's like, oh, it's just a big mess. Like houses on so many different websites, and there's Trulia, there's Zillow, there's Redfin, I think is another one.
Well, I've heard people, even realtor friends, about Zillow. They're like, but that's not the most up to date. You know, so it seems like
Which one's
realtors
the most
don't really
up-to-date?
like Zillow, but maybe each market's different. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which one's the most up to date? Because I'm looking for a house right now. Which website?
Realtor.com. So I like to go to the MLS directly. Where are you looking for a house at?
Alaska.
Oh, good luck. Just kidding. Sorry. I don't. Yeah, I think just the MLS. I'll try to. Let's see. I wonder. Okay. So I use an app, the Realtor.com app. Then there's like a Century 21 app. So you could look and see who like what real estate brokerages are up there, and they probably have some apps that you can just go look through. I look at real estate all the time. My wife and I have a duplex, and we're in the middle of refinancing our primary home and our duplex. And anyway, we're looking at that stuff all the time.
Cool.
It's a problem.
Alaska would be awesome. I've heard it's beautiful.
Oh, in Alaska? Yeah, we're moving there in a couple months.
Oh, that's cool.
Well,
Take
so
some
much for
jackets.
that beach that's behind you in that picture. Good luck.
That was Monterey, California. That was where we lived 2 years ago. So, yeah.
No more warm sunny beaches. Well, maybe a little bit in the summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay,
how,
I'm gonna hop off and I'm gonna hop on my computer. So I'll talk to you guys in a sec.
okay. So how
this
was?
On
Oh, sorry.
the
Go.
chat, Jake.
Yeah.
This is what I thought. I don't know if it's right or not, but
So what's funny is I'm looking at the numbers that they give us the project off of, and your gross margin is right on of what they tell us.
okay, like $100.13, or the 75%.
No, the 75%.
Yeah, on page 10, it tells you what the gross margin is.
Oh,
Well, it says it exceeded 75%.
yeah, so they give us the annual churn is 38%. The monthly revenue per customer is $440. The gross margin is 75%, and the CAC is given in the case is 23,000. Still makes no sense.
And how are you calculating that? By using the present value function in Excel?
I have no idea. It's too late to do math in my head.
Are you on Mountain Standard Time?
Yeah.
Are all of you guys in Mountain Standard Time?
I'm Pacific.
Or-
Ryan's Pacific.
Jake's Mountain. Why are we referring to each other in the first person?
Just because voices yet.
That's right. I don't.
It's okay, I don't even know my own face.
China Standard Time, so it's actually.
Which one are you, Lindsay? Oh, Lindsay's muted. What are you, Rachel? Mountain?
China Standard Time.
You're in China?
You said,
Yeah, I'm in China. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow your time at noon. Wednesday
Good
at
gravy.
noon.
Holy crap.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Tomorrow. You guys want to know what tomorrow's like? I'm
No.
living in it.
Let us know.
Did your husband serve a mission and over there and speaks that language and then got a gig over there or what?
No, actually he served in Brazil and he's in the Air Force and he got a scholarship. And so he's getting a master's degree in Chinese.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, it has been quite the experience.
So you're going to be at another Air Force base up in Alaska?
Mm-hmm. He flies F-16, so that's where we're moving up to Eielson is what it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, send me a message later. There's some people that I know that are in the military up there. I don't know what branch of the military or whatever, but maybe they could help. Yeah, I mean, you probably have a lot of resources though to find some place to live. Yeah. Or are you guys just looking to buy a house up there?
Yeah, we're looking at buying a house because the houses are like built in the 1980s and nothing's been like remodeled or anything, and they're really small houses with 4 kids.
Okay.
And another one on the way next year. It's 2,100 square foot house. It's not big enough.
Crazy how that works.
Yeah.
So the last
Okay.
question, yeah, I don't know how we got that off track. So the last question, no, you're good. The last question is, how should Viveros respond to the new competition? And as a group, we have to decide on a course of action.
That was
What
another
are you saying,
Mr.
Ryan?
Wonderful quote.
Say that
Wonderful's always
again.
like, well, why shouldn't I just copy what you're doing since there's nothing protected about it and squash you like the cockroaches that you are?
That's
Okay.
true.
It doesn't really make sense if you guys have never heard that before. So,
Is that from Shark Tank or something?
of course. I'll have to. Don't worry. I'll send you guys a link so you know I'm not crazy. If you're always just trying to chase the competition, then you're behind the. I don't know if they should worry about it. They need to. I mean, either one of two things, right? Either what they're doing isn't working, and they need to just shift and pivot everything,
Mm-hmm.
all the money. So, I mean, it seems like they need to take a step back and say, hey, where's most of our money going to be coming from? I mean, obviously they figured it out if they sold their business for $40 million. At this point, that's what I would say.
Well, it's interesting in the article it said
About other people.
in the article it says the company raised a total of $6.2 million before the acquisition. Study was it 2010
Yeah.
or was it later? Okay. Yeah, so it seems like maybe they waited and then raised the money. But anywho.
Yeah, because I didn't think their valuation would have been that great if they would have taken that money. Yeah, it's great that somebody wants to, dump a bunch of money into your company, but and rightly so, if the person, they're wanting to get a good deal, right? So if they're like, hey, this business can really be something, I want to invest more money into it now when I can get it for cheaper. So you have to look at, the investor's point of view.
Yeah. I think they just need to follow the money. That's their best option.
You think they should take the $5 million?
No, because they took $40 million.
No, even if I didn't know that they, ended up selling for 40, I don't think they should have taken that money.
Yeah,
And they should just ignore the competition for now.
Yeah.
I think
So
sometimes.
you say ignore the competition and take the money, or
No, ignore the competition, and well, that's the thing. If their competition is like making money and they're, that model is better, they're monetizing it better. So I don't know if we were given any of that information, like was their competition making more money going that route than the 10 grand a month they were bringing in.
Yeah.
Trying to say. So my answer kind of depends on, if the competition was kicking butt, then, well, yeah, you need to, there's no sense in beating a dead horse and pumping more money into something that's not going to, turn around for you if that's not where the money's coming from.
yeah,
Jake, follow the money.
I follow the money. Follow the yellow brick road.
So not like the investment money, but follow the revenue money.
Yeah.
What customers are actually paying for.
Because the investment money, they're never going to see. They need that revenue in order to pay out. So.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any questions on this one? Or?
No, I'm good.
maybe
Okay.
figure out see what he is. Like I see all the numbers now. I hadn't seen the discussion questions
But
yet.
I have all the here's the options. They give us 4 options. It's either 3,960, 5,400, 8,000, or 10,300.
Where'd you get those options?
I'm looking at the quiz. The poll.
Oh, okay.
And and what was that one more time? Now that I'm ready? So that I can understand if we did the math correctly.
So the option is 3,960, 5,400, 8,000, or 10,300.
Okay, so basically they're asking us what's the lifetime value of a customer.
Yes.
Well,
And did I miss somewhere in there where they gave us a video on how to like figure all that out, or are we just so
No.
smart now that we're supposed to just know?
When do we ever get a video, Ryan?
there's been videos. The next case actually has.
Yeah, I know.
Just never worked for me.
I was kidding.
No, but if
No,
there was a
I
video,
didn't see the
I'd
video.
love to know. Okay. I know in the beginning I saw a couple spots where they posted videos, but the videos never worked for me. But that's another.
That's strange. You're in America. In China, they don't work for me, but you're in America. They should work for you.
I know. Come on, I'm in Idaho too. Sheesh, people. Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna figure that out individually. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm
That
pretty.
sounds great.
Don't ask me how I got this, but I'm almost positive it's 5,400. But
What's that?
don't quote me on that.
Oh, I just did.
If you get it wrong, do not blame me.
You have your Excel spreadsheet pulled up so we can see how you got it. That would
I
be
don't
helpful.
have. I'm doing it in my head.
Oh, that makes me
How
feel
are you
much
doing
better.
that in your head?
That's why I said don't quote me. I suck at using Excel. I'm better at doing it in my head, but I feel like I'm missing a piece. I don't know. If I figure it out in the morning when I wake up, I can look at it one more time. But
Just on the quiz. That's simple.
or I can just submit the quiz and tell you if I got it right or
Did I
wrong.
say that out loud?
What'd you
No.
say?
What?
That's how you it's right.
It'll tell you if it's wrong.
Will it? You know how some don't tell you?
Here, hold on.
Yeah, I think none of them tell you that
That's
it's
frustrating.
Yeah.
There's a way to go back in and look at the quizzes.
Who has time for that?
Ain't nobody. Do we have
Okay.
another? We have another case to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, question for you guys. The whole
Maybe an
semester,
answer.
I've been on a discussion board and only one person has been posting, one person that I don't even know. When you guys go to your
Yeah.
discussion post, is that the same way, or are you all on the same board, but like it's a private discussion board with just your group?
The discussion board doesn't matter. It's just if we wanted to communicate as a group, but I don't even think it shows up that way.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I don't.
you've been grading me on my discussion boards, which is
Really?
really weird. Like if I don't post, like I'll get an F on it.
That's not him. That's Eiler and does that.
Oh. Okay, good. So you guys don't post on the discussion board at all. I
I
always
just say we had a good discussion. That is literally what I put every week. We had a great discussion. Submit.
Like sometimes I'll post the link to the discussion in there. It's like, hey, if anyone wants to see.
really.
No
So
one's
I've
gonna
been
go watch it.
11 weeks. What have you been doing, Lindsay?